What's going on, guys? This is Damien from the local tent. Here it is. Today I have World Championship top 8 decks, and guys, this time we're doing Worlds, then we have Nets, Regionals, Regionals for Latam, Regionals for Oceania. So every single day until I run out of lists, you will be getting lists. So yeah, that's insane. But hey, before we begin, huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and our patrons that buy us coffee. They keep this crazy content grind going, and guys, thanks out for your support. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to a Patreon is in the description below. And I think that's about everything. Roll the video. Here it is, guys, the top 8 from the World Championship 2024, and I love this breakdown. I absolutely love this, because we have such a cool diversity here, and I would say that all of these leaders are meta viable. So first place Nuova, then second place, congratulations, Blue Bojack. Blue Bojack, that support was insane. Holy shit, this deck is so good right now. I was certain that Gamma is gonna be the next one, right? That Gamma is gonna be the big blue, but no, Bojack. Bojack just keeps crushing it. Third place, and this one is the biggest shocker, SSB Vegito starter deck from set 10. Set 10 deck, a starter no less, in the top 8 of the World Championship, played by, if I only have nicknames from TCG Plus, but I believe this was Dean Harper from Oceania. However, you're welcome to correct me. Congratulations, absolutely smashed it. Then fourth place was Vincent with Cooler Mill. Amazing player. Cooler Mill just keeps showing up. This deck just flat out refuses to die. I'm afraid Benta is gonna hit it now. Hopefully not. But yeah, congratulations. Then fifth place, SSB Vegeta. One SSB Vegeta shows up, and this is a good call, because if you go to an event like this, what we have learned from the Crimson situation, you either take the best deck if you're a phenomenal pilot with it, or you try to prep around it. That's why we have such a diverse cast of decks here. But nonetheless, congratulations. Now we have 6th place and 7th place, both on Big Iron Broly. Yeah, Big Iron Broly crushing it. Unfortunately, not the best deck into Vegeta, but still a meta contender in my opinion. And then 8th place, Nuova. So, congratulations, guys. Amazing job. And now let's show you the deck lists. Okay, guys, you know the drill. I am back with Deck Planet, the best deck builder in the world. The only place that you need to go to get your deck lists. It's gonna be here in the meta page once it is updated. So let's just take a look at the Nuova. It's a Nuova deck, basically, right? You've seen Nuova once, you've seen all of them. Almost. There are some crit versions. So it's basically a standard list. The only new things here are this Frieza from the newest set. This one is pretty good. Like, there are a lot of sayings that it can just KO, and so there is value in it. And you also get 2 copies of this one, and you also get the American Koitsukai. But finding something to talk about in a Nuova deck is a bit difficult, because we have been seeing Nuovas for quite a while now. Then we have the Z deck, and we have the side deck. What do we have in this Nuova deck? Let's see. So in the side, so what does it actually have that's different and that closes games? How did it win? Koitz, Janemba, that's a good one. I mean, Absolute Annihilation is a way to win as well. Those 2 freezes are good, but I don't see the spice that it used to win. Oh, there it is, Whis, Judge of Gods. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's move on to other lists. Then we have Bojack. We have, Little Clayton says Bojack. Okay, let's see what the captain has brought. Okay, so we have the crew basically, right? But we have the two newest cards. Bojack, plot to restore power. This card is fucking insane. This card brought the deck back. It's amazing. Plus, you also have 4 copies of Bujin, and these two cards were the only thing that you actually needed for Bojack to be viable again. Like, it's insane how strong this support is. So let me just say, Bandai, please, for the love of God, Bandai, please give us more legacy support that is this strong. Please give us more legacy support that is on level of these two cards for older decks. And then we have the Z deck, and finally the side deck. Congratulations, mate. Then we have Dean's Vegito. So the SSB Vegito, very weird list. Basically, you taunt your opponent to just kill one of your small blocker guys, and then you awaken on very, very high lives. He's playing these Brawlies as boss monsters. That's insane. Okay, so for 2, you play him. He's a 35k active main, restands, gains double. You can play another one on top of him. So for free energy, basically, you get a bunch of attacks. You have the Oob, the Boo, 4 of Gohans. 4 Gohans. Crazy. And then we have 2 turning the tides to just close the game. Beast Gohan, and then basically the rest is the rest. And then we have what's here. 2 Z deck, a bunch of unisons, because that's what you want. You want unisons. This Whis is divine in the deck. This Whis is amazing. Also, if you need extra energy, Goku Frieza just untaps something, and that's it. And then we have the side deck. Okay, what's next? We have Vincent's Cooler. Okay, checking out Vincent's Cooler deck. And this one is also very, very good. Running 4 copies of Gamma, not something that you usually see. That is a big surprise. Also 4 copies of the androids, and then moving to 4 Gokus and 3 Gohans. That's a very, very interesting lineup of cards. Very different from what you usually see in a cooler list. Okay, that is a very creative one indeed. Then you don't have anniversary box coolers, you don't have Frieza 100% overdrive. No, you're just going very hard into these ones that they can make you defensive, they can give you a ton of combo power, barrier blockers, super hard to remove, amazing. And also 2 Bardocks just to draw more. And then we have the Z deck here, just a bunch of Unisons. Just a bunch of unisons. One day someone will bring the SS4 Gogeta Z leader. And then we have the side deck, which looks a bit more like a cooler build. Okay, amazing, Vincent. Congratulations. And then we have Casaro's SSB Vegeta. Okay, so this is probably one of the most standard lists here. And that doesn't mean anything negative. Vegeta has been solved very, very quickly, and I can only commend a player of such an extremely high caliber to play the correct SCR in the Vegeta deck. Congratulations, mate. So other than that, yeah, it's a Vegeta deck running Broly Omens. Broly Omen is an insane stupid card, but nothing that should be hit. Nothing that should be hit. It's a good utility card. Okay, and then we have the Z deck here. Jiren is making an appearance more and more often. No reason not to. It's a 25k beat stick. 25 at minimum. That's a dual attacker, barrier, and it can also negate one of the attacks. That's insane. And then we have the side deck with these Gogetas. That's such a cool deck. That is such a cool deck. You can only play it with these guys, but it's super fun. Then we have Richard from France. We have his big Iron Broly here. Okay, the big Iron Broly stepping up to the table. Okay, this build is interesting. I think this is the first build that I'm seeing that runs Vegeta unisons. That's a big one. Congrats. Okay, Vegeta unison, very, very interesting one. Shuts down opponents' turns almost entirely. Then you also have 4 of the big guys, right? 2 secret IDs. Okay, going for 2 overwhelms. 3 Krillins, and this is the SCR. Picklehan. This one would catch me off guard 1,000,000% of the time. Picklehan, definitely. Amazing tech option. Now, if you go to 5, and we can see that this isn't a deck that usually goes to 5, runs 1 Frieza, because Frieza is insane once you're double dipping in value. And then you also have some anti-hand destruction tools here. You usually just side them out. 4 of the Vegetas for defense. I'm happy that Prideful Transformation is finally seeing a lot of play, actually. And then we have the negates here. The Z deck just filled with every keyword that you need to get the rocket going, and the side deck, which looks more like a standard Broly build. Also Time Bullet. Counter: if you have a unison in play, the battle card is 2 or less sent into the warp. Okay, that's cool. That is very cool. Then we have Ivan Serrano. Congratulations, mate. We have his big Iron Broly, and what do we have here? Okay, so we have the standard package, and then he's running Bell Mod Manipulation. I think Big Iron is going to turn out to be one of those decks that just survives very, very long. It's probably gonna be one of those decks that are always and forever gonna be competitive, at least. Unless the meta is extremely red dominated, because you can run things such as Belmont that you can't usually just run in every other deck because it's too expensive and slow. But here does wonders. Gohan's, Vegitos, and Broly Yeomans. Broly Yeoman is cool because when you play the big guy, you can basically play the little guy, and then you can get an extra restand with it. You can switch the big guy and then restand him. That's awesome. To gain an additional effect. 1 Putin, 2 of the 8 cost Brolys. That one is a surprise. Okay, the SCR is cooler Bell. We have seen this one ran before. And Heated Fighting Spirit as the overrealm. And then we have the Z deck. Again, bunch of keywords plus an additional unison. And finally, the side deck, and also running this very, very spicy tech. Son Goku forever in our memories. Awesome. Then congratulations, mate. And then finally we have another Nuova, and let's see what do we have here. Okay, again, like the first one, it's very standard. There are always just a couple of changed cards, right? Like this one is running Janemba in the main deck. We also have one of these Nuovas that you don't see in every build, running 4 copies of the Big Sin. Okay, that is a very, very strong deck that not a lot of them lean in. This one leans in very well into the Sin engine itself. And the Gogeta is the SCR, of course. And then we have the Z deck, and finally the side deck. So those were the deck lists. Congratulations. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what's your opinion on the Worlds 2024 breakdown. Guys, do you like these decks? Is there anything here that surprises you? My biggest shocker is the Vegito. So for those of you who do not know, basically there were only 8 players, right? So it's not like these decks had to beat a bunch of other ones to get to the top 8. So this is a very contained environment, but still you see what some of the best players in the world are playing. Let me know in the comments what you think. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And while you're here, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Help us get to 6k subs when I'm gonna go broke giving a booster box because they're very expensive right now. This has been Damien from the Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.